in year 60 Hijri. In year 60 Hijri, meaning 60 years after the migration of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Imam alayhi salam declared his revolution. Now, many Muslims, including mainly and primarily the Shia Muslims, they celebrate Ashura every year. Ever since Imam Husayn alayhi salam was martyred, the Muslim world, particularly the Shia, the followers of Ahlul Bayt, they commemorate this event on an annual basis every single year. Some people may ask, why is that? Why Shia make a big deal out of the martyrdom of Imam Husayn? Why this happens every year, every single year? And obviously, Imam Husayn alayhi salam is not greater than his own grandfather Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So why we make a big deal out of his martyrdom more than we do during the death of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? And what is it special about this man that we celebrate his martyrdom every year? Listen to this, my dear brothers and sisters. When we celebrate the martyrdom of Imam Husayn alayhi salam, we're not celebrating an individual. This is something that we need to make clear. We're not talking about Imam Husayn as a flesh and blood and bones. No. We're talking about Imam Husayn as a principle, as a man who represents his grandfather. That's why Imam Husayn alayhi salam, in the day of Ashura, when he was confronting his enemies, he was wearing the robe of the Prophet, the turban of the Prophet, and he was holding the personal copy, Quran copy that belongs to the Prophet. Why did he do that? Was he trying to solicit their sympathy? Of course not. The Imam alayhi salam did that just to remind them that by fighting him, indeed they are fighting no one but the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Because Imam Husayn is a replica of his grandfather. By choosing to fight Imam Husayn, indeed they are fighting the Prophet himself. They are fighting the Quran. Talking Quran. We have two Qurans, the silent Quran and the talking Quran, and Imam Husayn is the talking and walking Quran. Because the Prophet himself, according to all Muslims, Sunnah and Shia, they all narrate hadith from the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam, in which he says, Husaynun minni wa ana min Husayn. I am from Husayn and Husayn from me, of me. We both represent the same identity. Meaning when Husayn will uprise, he will be representing the values, principles and teachings of his grandfather Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And that's why we celebrate his death, his martyrdom every year. Because his martyrdom present the values that we all believe in, and the values that Imam Husayn alayhi salam was willing to sacrifice his own life for. He did. Sacrifice of Imam Husayn is a huge, it's unparalleled. No sacrifice. The Quran speaks about Ibrahim sacrificing one son, and indeed he did not sacrifice him. He attempted to sacrifice his son. We all know that, Ismail. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna hadha lahu al-bala'ul mubin. This is the ultimate test. When someone is asked to sacrifice his own son, how many sons Imam Husayn sacrificed on the day of Ashura? He sacrificed many children, at least 3, at least. Many nephews, brothers, and ultimately himself. And every time Imam Husayn alayhi salam was inflicted with a tragedy, when he lost a member of his family, he would never complain. He would never say why. He is not weakened at all. All he says, هَوَّنَ مَا نَزَلَ بِي أَنَّهُ بِعَيْنِ اللَّهِ. Everything that is happening now is so easy on me because it is happening just before the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.